Eevee and the Eeveelutions finally get their time in the spotlight. You clicked on this video to watch me open Pokemon cards, or play video games, whatever it may be. To help this channel grow, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and share this video with a friend. Now back to what you came here for. This is the Eevee-Lutions Premium Collection. I strongly believe it should have been called Eeveelutions Premium Collection, but I get that they still want to have a bit of professionalism behind it. This is a really cool box. It basically showcases Eevee and all of its evolutions. I don't exactly know what's inside of it, but we're gonna have a look now. So we get one promo card featuring EVV, promo card featuring Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Espeon, one for Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon, and then 9 TCG booster packs. I'm assuming they're all from Sword and Shield. So let's open it up, have a look at all of these cards. You can't even see them all on camera. Have a look at all of these cards and see what boosters we get. I also do like how the box itself is laid out. It is very cool. This Eevee box is going to turn into a bit of a tier list. We obviously got all the boosters from the box. Now what I've done is I've just put them in what I thought was least relevant to most relevant of what I like. So Chilling Reign we're going to open up first, then Lost Origin, Astral Radiance, then Fusion Strike, and then finally Brilliant Stars. We obviously all know how much I love Brilliant Stars. And then we're going to do a tier list of all of the Eeveelutions. So starting from the worst Eeveelution to the best Eeveelution. So that can go right there, and we'll do that later on. First we're going to open up these boosters, see if we can get anything good, but then we can get into our tier list. We're just going to power through these, so we're not going to waste too much time. We're just going to go straight through them, and then we can do the tier list after. There's a strong opinion when it comes to the tier list, in my opinion. There are some Eevees, and I know that not everyone, oh my god, not everyone is going to agree with me with how I rate the Eeveelutions, but again, that's just my opinion, and if you think differently, well then I don't know. I can't tell you much. Cool. Makuhita is very cute. Hariyama and Politoed. I just believe that there are some Eeveelutions that are way over hyped. People love them for, in my opinion, the wrong reasons. Sliggoo, nice. But we can get into that more when we get to the tier list, which is coming up. Oh, Zoroark. Don't know how to pronounce that. Right, Astral Radiance now. Haven't opened much of Astral Radiance. Don't know the set too well. Maybe in 2 packs we can get something cool. Who knows? The Electrode is cool. The Hisuian Pokemon are cool. I mean, I don't know much about them. I don't know how many different types there are, but from what I've seen, they're pretty cool. Like the Hisuian Typhlosion is actually quite cool. And I think the video that we did, well, it would have been a while ago now. We got the Typhlosion and the V-Star. So that was pretty cool. Alright. Let's keep going. So this is still, what is this? Astral Radiance? Yeah. Cool. Up. And a Rapidash. Fusion Strike. Right. Last 4. Fusion Strike. Very cool. There you go. There's a free code for you. For anyone that collects them. Which I think is no one. Right. Primeape. Schoolboy. Tokidamaru. Oops. Mudkip. Gossifleur. Wooloo. Helioptile. Meowth. Toxel. And a Luxray. Nothing. This is why I need the little spongy thingy. Little spongy thingy makes everything easier. There you go. There's another code for you. For anyone that does it online. And I've had a couple comments in previous videos or past videos about those. And I'm keeping them all so I can sell them. Because I know people want them. And an Arcanine. Nothing special. Right. Brilliant Stars. 2 packs. I doubt we'll get anything new, but I still like to open it regardless. Okay, Cleansing Gloves, Floatzel, Sigilyph, Corfish, Golett, Chimecho, Chimchar, oops, a Gabite, and a Lapras. So nothing special there. Oops. It would not be Brilliant Stars if I didn't have trouble opening the friggin' booster. Alright. We've got Weavile, Fracture, Team Yell's Cheer, Impidimp, Magmar, Riolu, Burmy, Staryu, Pot Helmet, and a Golurk. So absolutely nothing. That's right. Let's get these out of the way. Let's get to what I want to talk about, and that is Eeveelutions. So, Eevee. It all starts with this one Pokemon. Eevee is the beginning. It is the base Pokemon, and now with the Eeveelutions, or all that came in this set, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8 Eeveelutions in this set. I'm going to start with what I think is the worst, all the way up until the best. So the worst Eeveelution, in my opinion, is Sylveon. It looks cool, and it's a great shiny, don't get me wrong, but there's already, in my opinion, a better psychic type evolution, if you know where I'm coming from. But the thing is, in the main series it's fairy, in the TCG it's psychic. Can't make up its mind. I know that's not really a good reason not to like it, but it's also it just reminds me too much of, I think they tried to get too Sailor Moon on on this Pokemon, and it just looks, I don't know, doesn't look great. So that can go there, and we'll fill up the rest to get to the best. The next one, this is probably going to trigger a few people, is Flareon. Flareon being one of the first 3 evolutions. It's a cool Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but I don't like Flareon because I've always had this stigma of, out of the 3, it's the one I like the least. I do like my fire type Pokemon over water type. Electric type I like the best, but with Flareon I always just got the impression when it came to like any game that I used to play, it's all bark no bite, and yeah, and it proves the same in Pokemon Go. Flareon has very bad stats, and therefore I'm not the biggest fan of it. The next least worst evolution is Espeon. Now obviously Espeon is the correct psychic type. I think it's a cool Pokemon, and it's got a fantastic shiny. I think Espeon's shiny is awesome, but I think that's one of the only reasons people like it. In terms of a psychic type Pokemon, there are a lot better Pokemon out there, like Mewtwo or Mew, and even in the later series when it comes to mythicals or legendaries, Espeon just never stacks up, and I think it's quite overhyped, so therefore not the biggest fan of it. The next one, getting a little bit better now, Glaceon. Awesome Pokemon in my opinion. Its shiny is indistinguishable from the regular Sprite, but I do like Ice type Pokemon, and in my opinion there aren't enough. And in the TCG obviously it's water type, but in the main series it is an Ice type, obviously being Glaceon. I don't know why they changed it for the TCG. Especially like Sylveon being a fairy type, but anyway, it is what it is. So Glaceon I think is a cool Pokemon, but yeah, not the best. The next is Leafeon. From the same gen, I believe it's Gen 2 or Gen 3, I can't remember, when they started introducing different evolutions. But Glaceon and Leafeon are from the same generation, and I always preferred Leafeon over Glaceon, even though as an ice type Glaceon beats grass type, but I thought Leafeon is a really cool Pokemon. I'm a bit outdoorsy and stuff like that, so I love the grass types. Vaporeon is the next one. Very much overhyped in my opinion. However, it is a very good, very useful Pokemon, and I really like the design of Vaporeon because it's a lot different to all the others in a sense. The fishtail, the massively long fishtail, is really cool, and I think that's a cool addition, something that all of the other Eeveelutions lack. It is a very cool Pokemon, but it is not my favorite evolution. Okay, last two Eeveelutions. I think I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this one, but my opinion of the second best evolution, a lot of people put in there as the best, and that is Umbreon. I think Umbreon is very cool, don't get me wrong. I've said that about 3 times in this video. However, for what it is not worth the hype, in my opinion anyway. This is very different to everyone else. I know everyone's got different opinions on this, but when it comes to Umbreon, it's very cool as a dark type Pokemon, but as a dark type Pokemon, I feel like it needs a bit of an edge, a bit scary, a bit a bit haunting, like Darkrai. Darkrai is a very scary Pokemon. Yes, it's a legendary, but you look at some other dark types like Murkrow, and there's always that little, even something like Murkrow that's a bit of a cute Pokemon, it's still got that scary edge to it. Dark type Pokemon, in my opinion, should be scary. And Umbreon doesn't give off that scary vibe. It's almost like a black cat vibe, like a bad omen, in a sense. So look, it's really cool. I love it as a Pokemon because it's very useful, especially in Pokemon Go. And its shiny is awesome. It's subtle. I like subtle shinies. I just think that it gets a lot of extra attention and undeserved in my opinion. Which brings me now to my favorite evolution. And this is probably not one that a lot of people choose. However, for me, I love electric types, and that's in a sense why I picked Team Instinct. So my favorite evolution is Jolteon. Jolteon is very useful. There aren't too many electric type Pokemon that can be very useful. It's only in the later generations do you start to get really good electric type Pokemon. In Gen 1 it's really just Jolteon and Zapdos, and that's it. So Jolteon was always one for me that I really liked. It's got a really cool design. I love the spikiness, the edginess, the ferociousness. So Jolteon for me has always been one of those Pokemon that I'm like, yeah, I want that on my side. So as far as evolutions go, Jolteon is by far my favorite. So that is all of the evolutions that in order of my favorite. Now, not everyone's going to agree with me. You're not here to agree with me. You're here to see my opinion, I guess. And if you have a difference in opinion, I'd love to hear it. You know, if you think that the order should be a little bit different, leave a comment. Leave a comment with how you think the order should have been with all 8 evolutions. It'd be cool to see the difference in opinion between a few different people. But otherwise, I thought with the Eevee Premium or Eevee-Evolutions Premium Box, it's a good way just to sort of showcase something a little bit different as opposed to just going, here's some cool cards. Join us for tomorrow's video. If you're watching this any other day, it won't make sense, but tomorrow's video is 25 days in the making. For context, it will be Christmas Day tomorrow, and there is a video dropping where I go through a couple of advent calendars. It's going to be really cool because it, like I said, was 25 days in the making. So join me then and come with me on the ride that was the advent calendar. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers!